If you are to comprehend the full extent of your transgressions, we must go back to the beginning. When the world was still young, we visited upon it a miracle, magic, and in its light did all life flourish. Yet the price for this boon would prove heavy. A pall descended upon the land, painting the horizon black as night. Though we labored to forestall its spread, in this one endeavor we stood powerless. And so we fled, that we might endure, that we might discover a means of salvation.
But if it was magic that caused the blight, what of the mother crystals?
I expect he'll tell us soon enough.
Salvation, alas, was not readily to be had. First, we would require a land unvisited by the stain of corruption. An unprecedented journey lay before us, one beyond the limits of our fleshly bodies, and so we cast them off. Thus, stripped to our very spirit, did we find our new paradise. A land as pure as driven snow, Valisthea. There would the true work begin, for the black crept yet behind us. And soon did we arrive at a solution, the illness having spread to every organ. There was but one escape from this fate, to start afresh.
With a new world. The one for which Barnabas labored. A paradise free from the blight where his God awaits. And where, if we only forfeit our wills and abandon everything we hold dear, humanity can join him. So, Ultima would have us follow in the footsteps of the king.
And follow we shall. For now.
To forge a new world would require not only power, but a constitution strong enough to wield it. Acquiring the first would be simple. Untouched by the blight, Valisthea was replete with ether, and we had only to place jewels in her crown to claim it. Acquiring the second, however, demanded creativity. And so I cast forth the seeds of humanity.
You created us.
Is that not what gods do? We sowed the seeds for you, Muthos, all that you might one day blossom. And our future thus secured, we thought to slumber, though that would prove a grave mistake. For it was as we slept that man committed his greatest sin. He awoke. Alone in a world bereft of his god's radiance, he stumbled blindly, desperate for guidance. Finding no light, he sought to kindle his own. And from that single errant impulse was his will born. Having discovered himself at last, man turned his eyes inward and found he desired evermore that which only magic might afford. So wars were waged and brothers slain for custody over that dwindling resource, and the land, she wept tears of black.
He would condemn us for this. Surely he cannot be so blind to his own hypocrisy.
Not blind, just unwilling to admit the truth. Though we're one and the same. Is that
Ifrit, or what's left of him?
Long have our ashes lain cold for want of a spark. Cast your eyes upon them and see what you must become. Valisthea cannot endure a second claim upon her being. The avarice of man drives her ever closer to destruction. But she may yet be saved by you. It is what you were born to do, why we nursed you and fed you, as your own mother should have. And now that you are fully grown, our Muthos, it is time at last for you to serve your purpose.
To right your wrongs. If our sin is wanting to survive, then you are as marked by it as we are. The fault is yours. Our wills were born because you abandoned us. And now, you would have us forfeit them. All for a place in your new paradise.
Do you imagine yourselves worthy of one? Mankind has no place in our world. Is this truly so difficult to comprehend? We only ever require you, Muthos, when the time comes to bid this wretched realm farewell. None shall follow, none shall remain.
What do you mean, none?
This is our world. Once the land's rebirth is complete, humanity will have served its purpose. Why would we continue to suffer that which has caused us so much vexation?
Because the land doesn't belong to you. It belongs to us all! What?
That is where you are mistaken. You own nothing but your precious will.
Brother.
I can't do this alone.
And you don't have to.
I grow weary of your dissent. Now you must learn that this master will not tolerate disobedience.
My friends, my family. We have all suffered, all fought to survive. This world may be flawed. It may be broken. But it's all we have. And if we can't share it, I see only one other choice. You have to go.
You may have created us, Ultima. But it's time we lived on our own terms. This isn't your world anymore. It's ours.
Bow down, offenders, hearts bestained.
Too slow. Bahamut! To me, boy! Too slow.
While a taint may not be sublimed through game standing, only with heads hung low is penance paid. O wretched mortals incapable even of contrition, in fitting season shall we reap our harvest.
Bet you're all ready. Nice try. Too slow.
We will unmask you.
Too slow.
Know your insignificance.
Fire and flame! Let there be light! Too slow. Too slow. That's good. Too slow. Too slow. Nice try. Too slow.
Gifted this chance, and still you would raise your hand against the Lord.
What now? The darkness bends. He means to end us.
It wouldn't be the first time. But let's make it his last.
Your fate is inexorable. Surrender the vessel unto the darkness. Surrender it unto us. Kneel before us. Foolish mortals.
closer already.
Prostrate yourselves. At last. At last, for countless generations have we awaited this moment. Your struggles have made you strong, yet your soul remains heavy with sin. Absolution is nigh. Repent, and all shall be forgiven.
Tell me, Clive, how many lives have you saved since taking my name?
Fewer than we have ruined. Wherever we go, we leave a sea of tears in our wake.
These are the wages of your will, son.
What good are our choices when all they ever bring, all they will ever bring, is death?
There's no atoning, Clive. No matter how hard you try. So why not leave it all behind?
Leave it all behind.
Clive!
Please, won't somebody save me? Won't anybody love me?
I yearn, yet still she is not mine. Have I not given enough?
From will is born desire, and it is this which consumes you, rendering you incomplete.
Do you not see how the world bends and warps under the weight of your hungering hearts? What if it could all just go away? Just go away.
Clive! None of this is real. Wake up. It's time to go home, Clive.
Clive.
That's right. You're my brother.
Brother.
Come. Remember who you are.
Clive.
Once more, lest you forget.
My name is Clive. Clive Rosfield. Look, Ultima.
Even here, the light of the vessel's will cannot be quenched. And the Phoenix, his trespass should not have been possible. Not possible unless he has been with Muthos all along. The mark of the Phoenix, emblazoned upon his heart, made manifest by the power of will alone. The power of creation. Can it be? Are their wills truly so potent?
Are you still talking?
Our flames burn as one!
This is no mere evolution, it is deviation. And herefrom does Logos rise.
Damn it, Clive. Wake up.
That hurt.
Sorry to wake you, but I think it may be time to leave. This place.
And once again does my creation stray from the path laid before it. Steeped in conceit, you fancy yourself a god. You embrace Logos. But we will put an end to this hubris.
What are you talking about?
In the halls of origin does our true power quicken. And there shall you be made complete. Soon, Muthos, soon you will discover how little you know of suffering. And so the crystals are no more. Yet in their silence, a new song rings. Its chorus building, a crescendo as it enters its final movement, stirring those long aslumber to waking. And back to their origin.
bloody crystal's cracked. So where the hell are they? Oh, fuck me.
Is that ether?
What in good Grieger's name is going on?
This is wrong.
Are we back?
Clive! Joshua!
Jill!
Is everyone all right?
We're fine. What happened?
Too much to explain here.
Mate! We're leaving! Now! Everyone, fall back to the ship!
I will be with you anon.
Thank you. I need to tell everyone what happened at Drake's Spine. And I'm going to need Otto's help.
There's something about it. I feel like it's calling to me.
Trouble with your gear, or what do you want? Should last you a good while. Anything else?
still alive, Austin. Something tells me...
It's a long story.
Right.
Is this everyone?
As I'm sure you've all guessed, the crystal which now commands the eastern skies was summoned by Ultima. He called it Origin. Though the significance of that name is as yet unclear.
What does it matter what it's called? Its emergence tore Twinside asunder, and wiped my homeland from the map.
Mention of the Dominion spires can be found in the oldest of Valisthian records. But to the best of my knowledge, none provide any hint as to their true nature. That they would prove the horns of some slumbering demon. Well...
The Dominion's demise was at least quick. Elsewhere, the Republican army cannot hope to contain the chaos engulfing Randalar. Canva is in flames, and the Empire.
Our allies are crying out for answers. I've sent the Cursebreakers to give them what assurances we can, but right now that amounts to fuck all.
They wouldn't be able to stop what the skies have started in any case. People here and across the realm grow sicker with every passing day.
Could it be that this new Mother Crystal is like the others? That it draws upon the land's ether? It certainly looked that way from stone here.
If that were true, it would explain the hastening spread of the Blight since the crystal's appearance. Would it not?
And as the land's ether slowly rises to the surface, it pools, corrupting all who cannot channel its energies. Archay above, ether floods below, and in the middle, here we languish, hopelessly entrapped.
It's all right. When we faced him at Stone here, Ultima told us his true power quickens in the halls of Origin. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to continue. If we are to stop him, we will have to find a way into the crystal.
How are we going to manage that then? It's up in the sky. And fast as she is, the Enterprise can't fly.
It's a lot to take in, and I reckon we'd all benefit from some time to clear our heads. The answer will come to us. Don't you worry. Ain't that right, Clive?
Right. That's right.
Well, go on then. Bugger off. Same goes for you, Clive. You won't solve anything like this. Trust me. Go and get some fresh air, eh?
Thank you. Joshua seemed upset. Ultima may have created us,
But he doesn't make us who we are. Only we can do that. And if he would have us fight for our survival, so be it. It's what we've been doing all along.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being naught but a means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain. But even should he fail, what world awaits us? A withered, godless place, where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
Well, that may be. But a chain can always be broken. As long as one has the will to break it. It won't be easy. It may take generations. Centuries of suffering. And that is, if everyone plays their part. But it will happen. And when it does, it will be on our terms. That is the world that awaits us.
Indeed. And what better world could one wish for?
But first, we have to reach that crystal.
Then it's a good thing I have wings.
You can barely stand, let alone fly. And only the Founder knows what horrors await in those skies. You certain about this?
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix. I will do what I must. This is our fight. Remember?
All right. I yield. But only what you must, yes? I'm still your sworn shield.
That you are.
And what of my wings? Lest you forget, you go to stand against a god. I would not have you succumb to fatigue before the fight begins. Ifrit, your brother mentioned that some few of the dominants who had lost their power to you were still able to prime. Is that true?
It is. But their icons no longer submitted to their will.
Then mine will have to be stronger. That you both might save your strength for the battle to come.
You don't have to do this.
If you do, there's a chance you might lose all you have left.
And what have I but regret? My life ended in the Dominion. I fear death no more. Besides, I would have words with Ultima. He has much to answer for.
We are in your debt, Dion.
We can speak of debts when this is over.
He speaks like a man who knows he's not coming back. And has come to terms with that.
That doesn't mean that we have to, does it, Clive?
Time to talk to Jill. I only hope she understands.
Come to wish on a star.
That might not be such a bad idea. This is it, Jill. You know what I have to do. Why I have to do it. There's no turning back now. This is where our journey was leading us. Where it will end, for better or worse.
I could pray to Metia for you. But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive? You always are.
I did promise we'd watch the moon together.
I'll be waiting.
It's almost time. Better make sure I haven't forgotten anything. What is it this time, Torgal? Something tells me this is no mere adventure story.
Clive, my boy! Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get involved.
I would have done the same for anyone else.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me...
From what little I saw, you were right to be worried.
I suppose I should have expected the worst. But, alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, we must move.
But where do we start?
True. The challenges that face us are meant. The realms, as you've seen, for certain cities have banded together, and yet, in short,
Of course not. As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. And if the
no.
Say what you will, Lady Karen has seen herself.
Pining for something, boy. What is it? What do you see out there? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
That long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg, since you ask. Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want my iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he was looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so long. Let's get that thing off you.
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you? You want me to go with you somewhere?
Quick, aren't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady Karen.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
Your kindness is appreciated. You've been a good friend to him.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you. Go on now.
Where to then, Torgal?
What do you think happened to Miss Smith?
Sid!
With what?
No!
It's that in the...
Well, then it...
But...
Why don't I go and see...
You did... She didn't...
Don't scare him.
Thanks.
I will not let them be forgotten. Sid,
of course,
it is my...
No, I will...
But the...
You were a good friend, Herman, but the facts too... you can...
Do you suppose it's magic keeping the thing afloat?
What else could it be?
Clive! Anything catch your eye? Seen enough?
Vivian, and
Thank
it's
you.
What will it be today? Harpocrates know whether what... I do so enjoy our little chats.
Sid, one can never have too many scouts.
True a word. I'll let you in, and there he is.
No time.
No time.
Northreach. I don't suppose they could have chosen somewhere closer.
About it. I feel like it's...
Ah, Clive.
Joshua, what's wrong?
It's... nothing. I've received word from Cyril. The undying of
his will.
In the crypt beneath Rosalith Castle. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to and in the process of doing so,
I'm surprised anything survived down there.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have...
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do.
Very well. I am...
Sid, do you have a...
By all means.
It's my old master. Seems there's no escaping her. And something else. Records...
How did she come by so...
Finding bearers always... And it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. Foreign, and even better for her. Bearers with no one to look after them. When Ether...
Leaving the bearers to be liberated by whoever...
Sid, I'd like to believe, and while I'm well aware that you've forbidden curse, I can't let those bearers die in their cells. I'd rather risk...
We'll be needing the Enterprise if we're going to navigate the Narrow.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception. And we stay no longer than we have to. Ash is an inhospitable...
Thank you, Sid. There was a name, Chadwick. Another of my former master's thought of him.
He must be very...
He was.
Then we find it.
The entrance to the prison lies in the shadow of Raven. We should head there as quickly as we...
As do I, Dora.
Clive, my boy.
How awkward. I've been...
And you, one...
Right. Is she?
And... Clive, I feel...
The executive.
Coveters of a clandestine organization. One such a tale, or...
How is it that...
Why they learn...
Which would it...
Either.
But what...
Fine. Sadly, you made...
In my... What was...
Not... Rumors of the executive... Well, but if...
Very well... All right, Torgal. I'm going to need a little bit more than that. Do you have a better hint for me? Unless... You've already given me one. Why don't we try the rookery? I haven't been to the island in... To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still...
Clive. What is it that you wish to learn? The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Not exactly. She seems preoccupied.
Mid, if you have a...
Ah! That's it! I knew it! The answer was right here under my arse all along! If this doesn't steer to the skies, nothing will.
To the skies? You aren't trying to give the Enterprise wings, are you?
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think you're a... Is this really so
The Enterprise... But what if she weren't bound to the waves? What if she weren't bound to anything at all? It's not fair. The Fallen had their chance, but they relied too much on magic. And see where that got them? But not me. I've discovered how to do it without. Well...
And is that a...
Are you volunteering? Well, first I'll need oil. Then I'll need some bone. Or shell. Light. Strong. Preferably no longer attached to the beast it belongs to.
If it's beast...
No, they'll know...
I should speak with one of the curse breakers before I set off for Old Hill. See if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
All right, Cid. Come...
Only if you weren't. Mid needs a piece of light but durable bone for her next project.
Most bones are the same. If it's durability you're looking for...
I do. Will any old Adam...
Well, with shells, the older the harder. But don't expect to make quick work of the bastard.
I'll keep that in mind.
Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia. Quiet.
All right. Just the one of you, eh? Straight home now. It's still here. After all these years. A lot smaller than I remember. And you're a lot bigger. You might have to swim, boy. I wasn't being serious.
You two go on without me. I doubt that boat will hold a third.
If you're sure, we won't be long. Hop in, boy. This place hasn't changed at all. The rookery's right through those trees. Come on. Race you there? I bet I could still beat you. Here we are. This was our hideaway. Wasn't it, Torgal? Coming here helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, shield. Son his mother could love. Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps. What is it, boy? This is all from the castle. And Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here? My sparring sword. Well, well. You never stopped looking for me, did you, boy? Thank you, Torgal. For never giving up. For never forgetting.
Let's take this with us, shall we? So I don't forget either. That's not the way back to the boat, Torgal. All right. I'm coming. I think I know where we're going. People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Torgal. Let's go home. Sorry for the wait. We're ready. It's well. After what happened here, it's a miracle there was any left at all. This should be enough.
Hell would Victor take the bearer's side?
None of the stalls were plundered this time, thanks, Peter Gilbert.
Come on.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side?
Can you believe we were going to make him mayor? He would have been the ruler of us all.
The bastard's been lying to us for as long.
Here's thank you. If it's the children. Of course. Thank you. What? There's been the and we. Further gap. Well, yes. Clive, change of plan. The children stay with me for now. I need you to find Conrad and tell them and.
What's an Akashic?
You have to listen to me. They're coming.
Why do they always have to make such a fuss outside?
What? There's the that you. Some twist if you. If they're not. You're making a mistake.
Come, Clive. If our words will not move them, then we must find another way to help save the town.
You're right. Let's speak to Lord Further.
I think we'd better shut up.
What's Lubor raving about now?
Lord, sit. Oh, they've come. Which better you? Vic. You have to believe me! The Akashic are coming! They don't eat, they don't sleep, they don't tire, and they don't care who they kill. They're unlike anything that's come before. There won't be no parley, no mercy granted! We may have saved the town once, but this is different. I do not ask that you forgive me, but please, believe me, if you do not run, you will die. You will all fucking die!
You'd like that, wouldn't you, Bearer?
Yeah, with us out of the way, your kind will be free to claim Dalamil for yourselves.
You should run!
Run, Bearer!
Yeah, run!
Run!
Far, far away!
Run!
Just go, Bearer!
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes! Go!
Come on, then.
Go on! Go!
Just go. Just go.
Lubor, wait. Someone's coming.
Go. Come on.
Stop! You're hurting him! What did Lubor ever do to you? He solves all your stupid problems, and he keeps all of you safe. You know there's nothing he wouldn't do for this town. Who was it who made that cleaver you use every day, Conrad?
And what about your counting table, Natalie? Who fixed that?
Whose men make sure the streets are clean so all your boots don't get dirty?
who spends all day, every day making sure things run smoothly round here. And none of you ever say thank you. Ever.
But did Lubor ever complain? Well? Does he ever stop smiling?
He keeps this whole place going. And you act like he doesn't even exist.
Lubor, we've heard enough.
Wait!
We will not run. The town guard will not abandon the very place it is sworn to protect.
And I will not give up for lost the stores that we labored so hard to fill.
So tell us, how do you propose we deal with these Akashic of yours?
We won't run, but we will fight.
All right, then. Fine. Gather round if you don't want to die.
Allow me to explain the situation. The ether flood occurred near the village of Cheratina, deep in the Velcroy. The place had been abandoned for years, until the League of Outlaws decided to make it their base of operations. Now they're all turned, and if the scouts' reports are correct, heading in this direction.
They are mindless monsters, driven only by hate and rage, and they are utterly unpredictable. With the bandits, we at least knew how and where they were likely to attack. When these creatures come, Dalamil will have the bitterest fight it has ever faced on its hands. The town guard will muster at the north gate. The rest of us will take the south. Both forces will provide men to serve as scouts and messengers, ready to spread word of the size and nature of the Akashic force as soon as it
Looks like everyone's ready. I'd better not keep them waiting.
Come, everyone, to the bathhouse.
We're low on potions and bandages. Do you have any more in the stores?
I'll go and fetch some right away. Is there anything else you need?
Lubor was telling the truth.
I may not be a soldier, but I can fight.
Will we be safe in the bathhouse? Should we not
This way!
run while we have
Everyone
the chance?
inside! Quickly!
Are you looking for something in particular? An excellent choice. Here you are. My thanks. Here you are. My thanks. Thank you for your Everything here is for the use of the Town Watch. Take anything you need.
Ambrosia.
Have care.
This might take a while. This won't be easy. Ready, go? Here we are again. Carava. If you were a tortoise, Torgal, where would you hide? Be safe. It looks like we found him.
get these materials to Mid so she can finish her prototype. Mid, tell me this is all you need.
Aw, you make it sound like I asked you to save the world or something. It's good
What did you know?
for you. Okay.
Sid!
She
All the
Look! I found it! Is that all?
That's all for now. But I'll let Mid know about...
Thanks.
Well,
They did.
will it work?
What exactly?
Only the wings. Well, that should do her. Here goes nothing. Titan's tits.
It wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The Mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without. Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes. Children, their mums and their dads. Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head, or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my Mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work...
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it isn't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm gonna bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. a really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out. Ooh, I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
Of course, if I'm putting this engine at the end, but it,
I'm...
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Not exactly. She seems preoccupied, but then again, when isn't she?
Clive! Here you go.
Nazaire might at least have mentioned where in Northreach he'd be testing this recruit.
I would speak with this Duke.
Saw the captain just now. Wasn't wearing his uniform. Your town needs you. I need you.
But the Duke would have...
Do you have
What?
it's the so
Of course.
what? Here. To whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
My name is Anna.
I
plead in for yes, and I just read my but we first more that if I
She certainly has spirit.
in which I'm
Right.
What does the dame have to say about all this, I wonder? Surely she can't.
So you're content to abandon the people to their fates?
He'd have our coin, our stock and our stalls, and we're just supposed to hand the whole lot over.
I've nerve.
Well,
Gav! No,
Not far from here is an Imperial...
And bring it...
No.
All right, Ember. Impress me.
Please! If you even think...
She cornered. Could hardly get a word in edgewise. Like far she may hope. Anyway, right, we're in. Thank you.
Damn it. The reports were true. I need to stop them before they get to the town.
All yours, Torgal.
I'll be down.
Do you not see, Father? The people of Northreach have given enough, and only a fool would ask for more.
Listen to me, Sabine. Where would our people be without their country, hmm? The Empire is their sword and their shield. It is she that ensures they can live without fear. But now she teeters on the brink. Without their sword, how will the people fight? Without their shield, how will they protect their kin? Can the unarmed stand against the advancing hordes? No. But there is yet hope. A new shield, a new sword. A new empire. We can rebuild Sanbreque, just as Great Griga wills it.
Perhaps we could, Father. But we don't want to. Not if it is built on the broken backs of the people.
Please, let us not quarrel in the street. You must see that no good will come of this. Our fight is not with each other, but with the threat that draws ever closer to our gates. A threat that your sword has yet to rid us of, Your Eminence.
You will hold your tongue, whore! You may have filled my daughter's head with your heresy, but I will not be corrupted.
Corrupted? Your daughter's opinions are her own, as you would know if you had ever deigned to listen to her. At least I hope They are your opinions, and not posturing born of a family feud. Northreach deserves better than that.
Northreach deserves better than you, Carla. Yes, I know who you are. The slut of Twinside who bedded a Brandit.
Jealous, are you? That a woman might choose a bearer over a pious man of Griga.
Clive! I met a swarm of thralls coming south from Oriflamme. Hundreds of them. Too many to count.
No. Work on the fortifications has scarcely begun. We will retreat to Caer Norvent and there make our stand. Did you hear me? That was an order!
While this is but a heartfelt plea, let us make our stand here and protect our homes. Protect those that we love. Together, for Northreach!
You heard the dame. What are we waiting for? Pikemen to the gates. Archers to the roofs. Quickly, come on!
But she is but a common...
whore, yes. And we'd follow her to the gates of hell. The men have their... I got them.
Thank you.
Oh, you say for
Thank
you. Till.
When the fighting begins, we can take them.
Faster!
There are so many of them.
Not for long.
Is it over?
No. It's only just begun.
All yours, Torgal! Torgal, kill! Fire it! All yours, Torgal! Let there be light! Let's try.
Too slow.
I wonder how the others... Better hurry.
Clive, it's good to see you.
And the road to Paddock. Glad.
Well, it seems we've survived. For the time being, at least.
But not no.
You were merely distracted by a loftier vision of empire.
I
don't have
do not.
you, but we will you and
Madam Isabel is a rare soul indeed. In these dark times, I see that it is not men like me who should lead the realm, but women like her.
You're right. If only I'd listened to her when I had the chance.
Forgive me for saying so, Malay, but and that you...
Well,
Can we get you anything?
Very well. I was Carla then, so sought after. Alas, for naive as I fell in love. He was my master's guard. The gentlest man after they discovered us together. And so until we... It was the veil that fed us, clothed us, those that could be.
He passed on.
He did. Not long after, but at least we were able to share a few moments of peace before the... It was the greatest gift I have. But the generosity of this town, the men and women of the Vales, though I was still a stranger to them. And so I swore that I would return the kind that I would
Thank you, Isabel, for sharing.
Perhaps never stop, and I know the people, all you, and what of you? Can we count on your support too?
Always.
Ready, go?
These are clean kills. Perhaps young Ember really is ready. Or maybe not. Damn it. Ember, draw your sword!
I can't!
Then run! If you want him... Nice try.
Where is...
I believe this is the logbook you took.
Don't...
What?
Don't...
Yes, sir.
This won't be an easy decision.
You should have seen him.
Welcome back.
Well,
Yeah. Truth be told,
No. Amber lost his nerve, but he...
in the fall.
And
I'll
just like someone, and if that just...
Forgive me, but that...
There's something about it. I feel like it's calling to me.
You all right?
Something... I'm back. Is there anything I can do to... All right, then.
A good look, chap.
Not just...
No. Dang it.
Only...
That, I think you're...
Let's hope one of the merchants here has what Gav needs.
Oh, near.
We've got a few rooms going spare now. You want a bed for the night? You speak to Martha.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
Oh, 1,000 Akashic jars couldn't hurt me. I'm a son of Rosaria, after all. A born survivor.
Out. Work.
I've got greens of all shapes and sizes.
Just because the heavens have gone to rack and ruin, it don't mean we have to. Now, take this stone.
I'll build a barricade so sturdy, even a band of Kurgan Blue couldn't break it down.
Can I?
Was it? A silver chocobo sighted in the hills near Rhiannon Tride. It sounds almost too good to be true. But since I'm already here... what's waiting for us inside. We can't leave a single one alive. The League is disbanded. I should get back to Dalimil and see how the others fared.
All the accounts. Look.
It's done.
Thank for we look after we so you firstly that if you and of you will let them miss any they
As we
well how
Lubo.
fear and I can't.
Your Grace.
Sir, yeah.
If you would do us...
An inheritance.
It would seem the late Archduke penned this missive shortly before...
The day before we left for Phoenix.
What are these plans? His plans for the duchy, Your Grace. Your father entrusted them to my predecessor, the former bearer of the Burning Quill, who entrusted them in turn to me. The complete emancipation of bearers is their stated... But your father's dream did not end there. His Grace also spoke of building hospices to care for those stricken by the curse, and the founding of a new university to further the development of non-magical technologies. With the blight spreading ever more widely across the Twins, Archduke Elwyn saw this as the only means of securing Rosaria's survival. He wished to see men and bearers treated as equals, to see centuries of common wisdom overturned. Small wonder he did not think it achievable within his... But he thought it achievable nonetheless. Had he not, he would never, nor would he have entrusted his vision to his most faithful aid. Those who would have stood with you.
It's a pity only that...
'Tis true that those most loyal to your father were the first to suffer the Duchess's wrath. But one at least remains. And she has come bearing...
What do you mean?
Mayhap it is better that she, after all, the duties entrusted to me by my predecessor, extended only to recovering His Grace's will, and arranging a meeting with the one who might execute it. Or a part of it, at least. And where is this? She awaits you in the archive, Your Grace. Thank you, Cyril. Shall we then? Lord Marquis?
What is it, Cyril?
One of our brethren lately journeyed across the strait in order to pursue a new avenue of inquiry in our ongoing... He sent an owl some while ago, but...
Was he surveying another?
No. The object of his study was a savior cult that has arisen in Ash in recent years. We believe an ancient religion that worshipped. By gaining an understanding of this new faith, we hoped to learn more of the Circle's original beliefs.
And so you sent one of your brothers to Ash? A continent teeming with orcs and Akashic?
Fully cognizant of the risks, I entrusted the mission to one of the most able of our order, the Third Chair, a master of the arts of combat and survival. But though he has been silent for some days now, yet, for as you...
But Ash is a bit...
Mickle, it lie. If...
All right.
You are... Go. If this new faith really is an offshoot of the Circle of Malleus, then...
Let's concentrate on finding the Third Chair first, shall we?
Thank you for the deer leg, mister. Mummy made a pottage from it.
Sounds delicious. Perhaps you'll invite me round to try it next time.
Beneath them? Blood, yes.
Here's the scraps you're after. Careful how you pack that leather. Any creases or scratches will bring down the price.
My lord. I am Goditha, retainer of House Rosfield, loyal servant to the Phoenix and his shields. Your father, the Archduke Elwyn, entrusted me with the delivery of a gift. I only hope you can forgive my tardiness in bringing it to you.
Lift up your head, Lady Goditha. You have our gratitude for your service to our house and to our father.
I merely did my duty, as any proud Rosarian would.
My lady, perhaps you could explain a little more? What exactly is the gift you bring?
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the custom for the children of House Rosfield to be presented with certain keepsakes upon their coming of age.
Indeed it has. Our father often spoke of the day when our turn would come.
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasures I bear. Matching armbands for you both. Alas, he did not live. Indeed, he was taken from us even before they could be completed. He had intended to claim the Heartstone with which each armband was to be finished himself, but it was not to be. And his gifts remain incomplete.
I see.
It saddens me to bring them before you, as they are. It was your father's wish that you be presented with the finished articles, not these works in progress. But with his grace long since gone, and the stone left unclaimed, I had little choice. You are grown men now, and his house is yours. And while I would not presume to insist upon your claiming the Heartstone in his stead, I know that nothing would have pleased him more than for you to do so.
Thank you, Lady Goditha.
What say you, Clive?
What else? Of course, my lady. May our father's will be done.
Oh, I am much obliged.
Do you know where we might find this Heartstone, my lady?
I do. Though it may be a matter of a good deal more than simply happening upon it. It is found in the bellies of elder griffins, you see. We do at least know where to find one. A certain specimen has made its nest in Titan's Wake, not far from here.
A certain specimen?
You are most perceptive, Your Grace. In answer to your unspoken question, yes. In fact, this is the very same beast your father meant to slay. I have been tracking its movements since you were but a boy. Were you to slay it in his stead, as men of House Rosfield, it would surely make your father proud.
What say you, Joshua?
What else? Titan's Wake is to the south of here. But we must not be hasty. The good lady has been disappointed once already.
Here's the scraps you were after.
Thanks.
Eyes peeled, Joshua.
There it is.
For House Rossfield. Needed that. Too slow. To me, Bless! Is this the Heartstone?
I expect Lady Goditha will know.
Thank the Griffin is slain.
And the Heartstone claimed.
Yes. This radiant luster, like frozen flame, is just as your father described it. Thank you, my lord. Your father would be...
Lady Goditha.
Thank you, Cyril. I will be with him shortly. If you would excuse me, I shall have the stone cut and set for... The armbands are complete. Pray, take them. They are yours, after all. Heartstone is harder and more enduring than garnet, or even ruby. It symbolizes unwavering will and devotion. And the graven vines encircling the stone represent the unbreakable bonds between you.
It's a message. Father knew we had enemies both inside and outside the duchy. Enemies who would thwart his vision. Only with unwavering devotion would it ever be realized.
And only if we stood together, as Phoenix and Shield, as brothers in arms. Only then might those enemies be overcome.
Indeed. His Grace knew the enormity of the task he would entrust, but it was a...
Thank you for remaining.
Forgive me, there is something at the Undine, even if it's so...
Because In the days before the disaster at Phoenix Gate, I discovered that the Duchess had ordered her jewelry be sent away from the castle. It was then that I knew she meant to betray us. I tried to warn your father, but it was too late. When word of the fire reached Rosalith, I knew my time was short. So I took up the armbands and I fled into the night.
And thank the Founder you did.
Yet my duty to your father was incomplete. Not knowing what else to do, I followed the Griffin, thinking I might claim the Heartstone on its passing. And so my pursuit continued, until Lord Cyril appeared before me. He informed me that His Grace's will had been recovered.
Lady Goditha, on behalf of my father and all the people of Rosaria...
As do I.
Thank you, my lord, for coming back to us. Forgive... I remain your faithful servant, my lord.
The bands suit you well. It must be gratifying to finally receive the inheritance that was denied you for so long.
It is. And we thank you for the part you played, Cyril.
If you would permit me to play my part a little, let him see that you have received his blessing, and that his vision lives on in you.
I suppose it would be churlish. What do you say, Clive? Shall we pay Father a visit?
I think we should. I was hoping to be able to offer him my thanks before we left for Origin.
Your father's helm is enshrined there. It has been since the day we recovered it from... I prithee, claim it. For it too is and I do not doubt that your father would prefer it in your hands.
Thank you, Cyril. Come on, Clive. He's waiting.
This is the Requietry, an archive where we of the Undying collect and collate our findings. Fragments of Ultima's true nature surely lie buried within these pages. We have only to unearth them.
unwavering will and an unbreakable bond. Do you really think we're strong enough?
To save the world? Of course. To have overcome Father's political enemies. Of that I'm less certain. Especially knowing what we know now. What Mother was truly capable of. Perhaps these bands would have helped. Knowing he was with us made a difference.
It's just back there. Father always fought for what he believed was right. It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men. And I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
We won't lay you down.
Onward, then?
Onward. To the end.
And to a new beginning.
You won't find a finer array this side of the strait. May Gilbert smile upon you.
Do you see that too?
Papa?
What is it? Oh, please. Just make it stop.
I'm scared.
It's all right.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Can't be Rutherford, can it?
Turn!
Allow me.
I don't...
This...
You're right. It won't. Men...
little longer than I'd have liked. Field Marshal.
Fucking... But I hadn't thought the corruption had reached so close to the heart of the Republic. It's your... Before I agree... I'd have you answer, what do you
I won't deny that I might benefit I seek, and while that I know, so when it should be no...
Sir, you are no... I never hear. All right, next.
Thank you.
But they...
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully... We will need...
I'm flat, and I... Would we...
Is that... And...
Oh, but...
My lord, you're...
No. An envoy. I can... Someone like Quentin.
Do you, go? You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should send... And why might that be?
What is... They will... Then
you...
Then what are... Why...
My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape. Uncle, the Field Marshal has agreed.
Ha! Of course!
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor. They will await your return there.
One other?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he asked...
Another. Just the good thinking.
I'm glad.
The more...
Uncle, assuming you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the...
Oh, the 7 high houses. They have all agreed to make... Oh, of course, but luckily...
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumour has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward, Rockford.
It was more...
Well, she had a... And when the... Now, join us...
Of course.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with Akashic?
You find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them...
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a bandit. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fools.
Perhaps I might suggest, though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe... Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the but I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Two such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great Bond.
Us?
I can't stand...
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind of company were you expecting him to keep? The man's a
criminal? How? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this... Fine.
Upstanding. He calls himself Sid the Bloody Outlaw.
Once more onto the bridge.
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of those that already... We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather the current storm. And to do that, we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is... There will be disagreements, yes. And I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot let that deter us. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow. The fate of the world lies in my nephew, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given.
Uncle Byron.
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony? Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Triunity. Rutherford, Mike Will. Well, my boy, the stage is set.
That it is.
This is the role you were born for. Now I ask only that you trust in the talents of your supporting cast. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sir Crandall. And there is no better Crandall than you, Clive. I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will. Thank you, Uncle.
Sorry, can't take you where you need to get to, but the Argo and me'll be waiting when you get back.
What do you think that thing is?
It's a damn distraction, is what it is. Now back to work.
Must we away? My decision is made. You said it yourself. He must.
He must.
Make ready.
If Joshua's worried about Jill... Joshua, I don't think I'd realized how different, but since we returned from Drake's Spine,
I suppose it's not hard.
She doesn't think she belongs anymore.
And that's why we need to remind her she is still one of us. To let her know that we still need her. Now more than ever. That you still need her. But how to do that? When last we were truly close, we were but children.
Of course. Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour of the Duchy, and Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Mans?
To see the snow daisies. It was the first time Father had allowed us to join him. And when he realized you were missing, he had the entire retinue down to the pot boys combing the
In the rain. A thunderstorm forced us to take refuge in a grove of oaks before It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say...
Then it seems you and Jill have unfinished business. What do you say?
Mans Hill. It's not that far.
Oh, true. Though I suspect it is also much changed. Little in southern Rosaria remains as it was when we were children.
You're saying I should go and scout the area for bandits?
I'm saying we should first go and see if there are actually still any snow daisies left. What would you do without me, Clive?